right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the I Can Do This All Day podcast. I am Dan, the Part-Time Avenger, and that's Mark, the Resident Jedi.
Hello there. Today we're here to talk about a movie that's about a game that I've never played. Something that neither one of us probably have any reference point to get the inside jokes about, and something that for the first time in a long time that the I Can Do This All Day podcast is watching as non-knowledgeable peasants, and that is Minecraft.
A Minecraft movie starring Jack Black, Jason Momoa, and some other people that were really cool in it, but also I don't remember the names of the actors. My apologies. We'll talk about the cast a little bit later. But yeah, Minecraft. So to go back to our origin, to kind of keep it consistent with what we do for the podcast, we like to talk about our origins with the movies or characters that we are reviewing today. And I don't think that we really have an origin story, Mark, but I'm going to ask you, what is your origin story with Minecraft?
My son made me want to watch this, or wanted to watch this movie, and it was free on a streaming service that I paid for. So I watched it because Jack Black is awesome. Jack Black. Before we get too far into this, I want to hang on a second. Let me get as focused as possible as I stare into the screen. We are going to spoil this movie. So if you feel such a way that you would comment negatively on somebody's podcast or YouTube video or short because a movie that has been on streaming for many, many weeks would trigger you, you should like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review, then turn this off, because we're going to spoil the shit out of this movie with absolutely no background context.
Yeah, we won't even explain it, but I'm sure internet, you're smart, you can figure it out.
You're smart. You're smart people.
I'm a smart guy.
I'm smart. I'm none of you that are watching this because you love Minecraft got that joke. None of you.
Oh my god!
Yeah. You're all like children just out there floating in the world.
Dude, I love it. The fact that we both picked up on that, and even though we've never talked about those movies before, that's the funny thing. I don't think we've ever talked about it.
We ranked the Godfather movies. What are you talking?
Did we? Oh fuck yeah, we did. All right, so never.
We
never said that. We never said that specific line though. So
no,
all right,
at the same time.
Internet, we are a well-established podcast. We've been doing this for over 3 years, so we've almost forgotten the movies that we've done and reviewed. So
we've spoiled more movies than you've ever watched.
Perfect timing and perfect example as to what we can do for the damage of our brains and your ears. So a Minecraft movie. So my origin with Minecraft is I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. When someone mentioned it, I believe it was my niece and nephew, they're like, oh, we're gonna play Minecraft. You want to play? I was like, okay, cool. What is it? Like, it's a video game? I'm down with video games. I'm hip. I'm with it.
Hey, Macarena.
Oh man, this is gonna be a fun episode. So yeah, we started playing it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I think I actually dropped the F-bomb. And at the time, my niece and nephew were like 8 and 6, maybe. And so like my brother's like, the hell, man? Like, Jesus Christ. And so yeah, but no, I never really liked Legos because I wasn't smart enough to build them. And so one thing I didn't want to do is play Legos in a video game because it just didn't work.
Legos and Minecraft are two different things. Don't you disrespect Legos.
It's not two different things, because you get to be very creative and very intuitive with both things, and I just don't have that. That's not in my skill set.
I'll give
you that.
Not
creative, not intuitive. No.
There's supposed to be a journey in a game. There's supposed to be baddies, and you're supposed to fight the baddies, and save the princess. Like, isn't that what video games are all about?
Then there are baddies in it, but I never really got into it. And the funny thing is, like, my kids started playing Minecraft, and this game is pretty freaking old. Like, it's over 20 some years old. And so it's very interesting to see like the long legs and staying power that Minecraft has. They've come up with different variations of the video game and everything, but I am not a Minecraft fan. I've tried playing with my kids, and I've built a few things, and I've had fun doing it if it's not for hours at a time. But there's times where my wife and my two boys have played Minecraft all together on the same screen, and I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm done. Like they build clever stuff. It's really awesome to see them build stuff. It's just something, it's not a skill set that I have, nor do I have any interest in
Mm.
doing. Like if I'm going to build something, I'm going to do it in real life. I'm not going to build it in the video game to do nothing with.
So, all that being said, you were so excited for this movie.
No, I was not. My kids definitely, well, my youngest was. And my wife likes Jack Black and Jason Momoa, so she was really excited. My oldest son and I were just, yeah, we're probably gonna hate this. And my oldest was like just shitting on the movie before we went to go see it to my youngest, and he was saying like, I heard Minecraft was the worst rated video game movie ever, blah blah, and like just
And
coming
then
up with
you
whatever.
said, "Have you seen 1993 Super Mario Brothers?"
Yeah, exactly, right. Actually, I think I did say something similar to that. Like, actually, buddy, Super Mario was the worst video game movie ever made.
If
But
you actually watched your dad's podcast, you'd
yeah,
know. You'd know.
it's like you're not even my son. Jesus Christ! Like,
You respect my capabilities as an artist.
oh my gosh. But no, I felt bad for my youngest because I've said so many times, like, yeah, Dad doesn't like Minecraft. And then like when I get frustrated because he keeps asking, like, we'll play and I'll play with him, and then I'll say, like, oh, let's keep playing. I was like, dude, Minecraft sucks. Like I'll say that to my youngest. He's like, it doesn't suck. And like my wife like just gives me the glare of death. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't mean I just get frustrated because I'm not any good at it. That's
Buddy,
all.
you
And
know what
that's
you
really
should
the
do?
truth.
You know what you should do? Buy your kids better fucking games. That's what you should do.
They have like every game under the sun. So but you know what? I will still play video games with them to appease them, but I can't sit and create for hours for Minecraft. That's where my origin is for that. But so going into this movie, I had to tell my oldest son to like, hey, lay off your younger brother because he really wants to see this movie, and so does your mom. Sometimes we do things for our family, even if we don't necessarily want to do them. And so he's like, okay. So I had him sit on the complete opposite side of his brother, and we watched the movie. And here is where we will talk about the movie. But before we do, Mark, I want to get your version of the plot. I know this is a surprise for you for the plot.
Shocking. I'm shocked. I thought very hard about this one. And the plot of this movie is Jack Black's second remake of Jumanji. Done.
I think that's pretty accurate. There's a lot of Jumanji notes. I think the humor is right up Jack Black's alley and the Jumanji alley. I think this is the first plot synopsis that you've given that I agree with 100% because I thought
Best
the same
one.
thing.
It took 3.5 years almost, right? But even a blind squirrel finds a nut, buddy, and that was it.
So, did you have any expectations going into this movie before we watched it?
Um, like I said, I watched it because my 4-year-old was like, "It's Minecraft. Can we watch it for movie night?" And it, it can't be that terrible, like for a 4-year-old. So I'm like, "Sure, buddy, we can watch it. I'll watch it." I can only hope that Jack Black sings a bunch of catchy songs in this. Like the Lava Chicken song was everywhere and it's catchy as fuck.
It is.
And
It is.
I, being a lover of Tenacious D, was like, more Jack Black singing. How many times has my kid sung Peaches from the Mario Brothers movie? So I'm like, please let this be a movie where he sings all the time and it's amazing. And let it all build to the Lava Chicken song close to the end. So that was my hope going in. We'll talk about that later. What was your hope going into this?
I just wanted it to be entertaining with Jack Black and Jason Momoa. I had not seen Tenacious D anything. I just heard like, some of the songs and the skits that they had on some of the albums. But was never really a huge Jack Black fan. He was very Jim Carrey-ish to me, to where it was just too over the top. Like he is over the top in everything that he did, even in Tropic Thunder. He was hilarious in Tropic Thunder, but then there's parts I was just like, it's Jack Black doing Jack Black things. And
Jack
so
Black.
I was just like, I don't know how much of that I can take. But this movie was it definitely was an eye opener to me as to what Jack Black does. It actually caused my wife to be like, "Oh, let's try and find Tenacious D," because she was saying like, "Oh yeah, I thought that was funny." I was like, I never thought that was funny." So, but she's like, "Oh, we should watch it." It's like, "All right, I'll give it a shot," because my boys actually were pleasantly surprised. My oldest was pleasantly surprised by the Minecraft movie. I won't tell you my hand just yet, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
Wait, did you watch The Pick of Destiny with your kids?
No, I didn't. But I did watch the Tenacious D show, I guess, whatever like the limited edition show that was on HBO. So yeah, I didn't know what I
Did
was
they
in
do
for.
did they do that one song on that show and did you have to cover your kids' ears?
We didn't cover their ears. My wife and I were just like, "Whoa!" She was like, "I totally forgot about this. I didn't even think about that." So
I've
yeah, there
sung
was
along to that song in a bar so many times.
so many.
So many
I think that song is funny, but it was never like, "Oh man, did you get the Tenacious D album? Like, get the fuck out of
I mean,
here!"
it's
I
such
don't
a
like.
great message for your sons to learn at a young age, though, that you don't always have to,
You don't,
because
yeah.
that's not right to do.
Oh gosh, if there's any Zennials or Gen X
Oh,
people
yeah,
or older millennials that
yeah.
know what we're talking about, if you know, you know,
If you
as
know,
the
you
kids
know,
say.
and we'll give you some smooches too. Oh
Uh,
man. So um as this movie progressed, it felt fast to me. And maybe I'm playing my hand here, but Lava Chicken came way too fast. I thought there'd be more to it. And I was just like,
we're
"Oh, we're done already?" That was a little premature. Mm. I felt
like a
like
young
Margot
man.
Robbie in Wolf of Wall Street. I was like, "Oh,
Hmm. Like a young man coming in for a quickie. You left very unsatisfied.
unsatisfied." Oh man, yeah, no, it was fast. It seemed like they wanted to get a lot into this at first, but the one thing I did appreciate was the Jason Momoa backstory. I did not expect it, and I was just loving it. And then he
He'll
owned a
take
video game store that's failing, and I was like, yeah, that's true. That happens there.
it reminded me, and I don't know if this was intentional or not, but the guy who played like the perfect Pac-Man game or whatever it was, he like got the perfect score on Pac-Man. That's what he reminded me of. Almost like the same haircut and everything, but definitely Jason Momoa nerded out that character a little bit more. But I thought that was hilarious. He will take the piss out of himself. He doesn't
Mhm.
take himself too seriously. I mean, just take a look at Fast X. If you saw him in Fast X, ridiculous character. And he had fun with it, just like he had fun with this movie. But who doesn't love a dude wearing 80s gear, stuck in the 80s, and thinks he's the shit? Like that's funny to me.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Wizard. Do you remember this
I
amazing?
did not watch it because that was a kids movie back in the 80s. I didn't watch kids movies back in the
Oh,
80s.
have Fred Savage in it. Um,
Exactly.
Either way,
Yeah, that's not a selling point for me.
well, it was a great Nintendo movie. All right. But this movie, for those listeners that love and appreciate The Wizard, Jason Momoa is what happened to the kid who had the power glove in The Wizard. I'm just like, oh, this is great. So, I mean, from a surprise perspective, Jason Momoa was great in this, and I need to see him in just more wacky things. I would say, and this could be a hot take, that Jason Momoa and Jack Black possibly greater than Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, is it because you don't like The Rock anymore? Is that why?
I don't think anybody likes The Rock anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. I still like him.
their comedy is less, has to be less associated with dialogue and can be much more through over the top, like hyperactive reaction. And that just brings me back to like some great 90s movies that we used to get, like the 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 Farley movies and the Jim Carrey movies of my youth.
With this movie, the comedy is there. I don't think that's debatable. It's comedy. It is, and I think it's good comedy. There are comedies that fall flat. I don't think this was one of them. I think the humor is there, but I think part of the magic is for that is it's such a ridiculous premise based off of a video game that is very simplistic, but also you have this cast of people that are comical within themselves. Like you said, Jason Momoa and Jack Black, but you also have like this really nice grounding effect of the brother and sister, Emma Myers and Sebastian Eugene Hansen as Natalie and Henry, as the brother and sister moving to this new neighborhood. And somehow Jennifer Coolidge gets involved as a principal at a school, I believe, or a guidance. I can't remember what her role was,
Doesn't
but
matter. She was great. It was
yeah,
exactly what she needs to do all the time.
Jennifer Coolidge once again can do no wrong. We watched her, my wife and I watched her on The White Lotus seasons 1 and 2, and just loved her. She is just such a great actress when it comes to playing the part of an idiot. And she just does it with such good style and grace, and it's lovable, you know. Like even
But
though she's a complete moron, it's a lovable character.
but remember, she was also Stifler's mom.
Why would I forget that?
I but she was great in that role
I mean,
for all 5 seconds of it.
yeah, she was she was there for a few seconds. But she'll be I don't know if she'll be back. I'm sure there'll be some flashbacks or something because there will be an American funeral. And so we'll see what happens with that.
What?
So the story is that Stifler's mom dies and the Stifler clan comes all together. So I believe it's in the works. So we'll see if that happens or not. But going into the background of the cast as well, so you got other actors and actresses that are very talented from a voice perspective. But Danielle Brooks is Dawn, who plays like the realtor slash moonlighting petting zoo person. It really is like a Jumanji part 2.5. You know, like it has a lot of those same dynamics. A great little hero cast with a few little side quest characters that really don't serve a purpose, and then you have Nitwit. You know, like the Nitwit villager that traveled from Minecraft land into the real world, and for some reason. It goes into this whole side story of Jennifer Coolidge's character and the villager going on a date and falling in love together. And it serves no purpose other than the fact that it's Jennifer Coolidge and a character from Minecraft in the real world. What were your thoughts on that?
It served no purpose and it was great. But it was basically a scene from Two Broke Girls, essentially.
Did you buy the plot or were you interested in the plot of the movie or were you just there to have a good time?
I was just there to have a good time. I wanted to see if my kid enjoyed it and sat through it. As it was not animated, I just was seeing how he picked up on things and what he got really excited about. I don't know the movie or the game very well, but I did think they made some really funny video game references, like the crafting part of Minecraft. I know it's Minecraft and their craft, but like there's a
That's the
lot of
name.
games where like you have to think about how you put together and craft a weapon. And something about bucket chucks really were hilarious to me. So there's these little references that, while I'm sure they're deeper for the Minecraft community, for somebody who appreciates video games, it's still funny. And it still, does a job getting through there. And, it's a movie that while it's not aimed at kids, it's made to bring out like that childlike enthusiasm about a game that it's like making an Animal Crossing game. All you do is show up and do a thing, and there's no end of the game. I don't think. I don't think you can beat Minecraft.
It just keeps
So
going and going,
it
like the
does, man.
Energizer Bunny.
It's fucking perilous. Um, from what I understand, they're very respectful of all the different characters and all the different options. They got the zombie things in there. They made it funny, and that did it for me, I guess. Though I will say, the chicken jockey thing. Can you explain that? You have kids that like Minecraft.
There's no explanation. It's just kids wanted to start a trend, and the fact that there is a chicken jockey in there, someone just coordinated to like go nuts at a certain part of the movie. So I'm assuming you're talking about people throwing popcorn and soda
Yes,
everywhere,
no,
right?
that's what I'm like. I'm like expecting something. I did so. The only reason I wanted to go see this in the theater is to see somebody like I've experienced many things in a movie theater. People really excited to see Han Solo and Chewbacca on screen. The end of the Marvel movies and the happy all of that joy and revelry. But I've never seen a group of children go fucking Guns N' Roses in a hotel room on a movie theater. I'm like, I kind of want to see maybe, but I didn't. I
Yeah.
abstained. But I was like, there has to be something crazy going on in this scene that made them go fucking crazy. And there wasn't. There was a little ankle biting man on a chicken.
It's the
Eh,
power of the internet. We should do something for the Fantastic Four and just like start the trend of like, but you know what? We wouldn't do that as adults because I wouldn't want to cause any more work for those poor theater workers. Oh, when Johnny says flame on, everyone fucking throw their Laffy Taffy at the screen. And you know, like it's ridiculous. It's so dumb.
When
But
somebody
I
says clobber
understand.
time, punch the guy next to you.
Yeah, I
Like
understand the fun.
this is coming from somebody who really enjoys the audience participation Rocky Horror Picture Showings. Absolutely loves it when you throw stuff at the screen and you yell stuff back and forth and you got the newspaper and the fucking, I loved it and still would go do it, but I just didn't get it.
Yeah, and I don't think we would get it. You know,
We're
it's
not
it's
meant to.
not.
You saying we're too old for this shit?
No, we're too responsible. You know, I think there's a
Speak for
difference
yourself there, buddy.
between. But would you want to throw like popcorn and soda all over the place? The popcorn that you paid like $9 for and the soda you paid $5 for, would you want to waste that?
I mean, luckily, my premium Stubbs membership affords me the ability to throw the popcorn up in the air, take the bucket out to the front, and get a full free refill, bring it back in, and enjoy that fresh warm popcorn halfway through.
But would you do that?
No, because
Exactly.
at
That's the
that point in
reason
the
it's
movie,
not.
the popcorn would be like three-quarters of the
Yeah.
way gone.
We're not assholes, at least to other people. And sorry, kids, when you throw popcorn and soda and candy all over a fucking theater, you're being an asshole. Is it funny to see on a screen like you're scrolling through TikTok or Instagram or Facebook videos? Is it funny to see? Maybe. It's definitely a spectacle, but you're being an asshole. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're being an asshole. Those poor theater workers having to clean up after your disrespectful asses. But the funny thing is about that movie is that they did come out with like almost like another version of the movie to where it was encouraged for audience participation. So maybe it will
Yeah.
become something like that a little bit later on. So we'll see if it gets re-released and theaters are prepared for such a spectacle.
I just want to call out an opportunity that you missed here, and it just Martha'd me really big that you started talking about dicks and assholes and made no attempt to reference Team America, and I couldn't be more
That was the
disappointed
reference
in
to
you.
Team America, you dickhead.
But you didn't say that they were covered in shit.
Well, yeah. That's yeah. Oh my gosh. This is such
Oh,
a we're having fun. We're
fuck
having fun in
yeah.
these episodes. Yeah. Um
Oh,
yeah, it's this movie it can be fun if you are into it. But what are your thoughts on any of the other characters or even just like the voice acting? Did you hear anyone, or were you just like, oh, I don't think that this is believable, or were just having fun?
I there are a lot of references in the movie that I didn't get, obviously, that weren't meant for me. But I did like Google a little bit while I was watching it, like, what's the deal with the pig with the crown and stuff? And you know, apparently that's a reference to like a really famous Minecraft player that has passed away, and like that was his like icon or
Was that
whatever.
Technoblade? Is that who you're talking
I
about?
have no fucking idea what the name of the person is. I just know the baseline of the situation. But the pig with the crown. Um, and I as somebody who loves when Easter eggs are in movies about things that I love, I will say that as I'm watching this, I felt the respect for the reverence of the source material ish and the community, even though I didn't get it. Um, so I loved that about it. Like that was positive for me. And um I didn't focus as much on the specific character development and the voice ports of it because I was just like, it's here. It doesn't resonate for me. I don't think I recognized anybody like super. Who did I miss in this? What voice actor are you trying to
There
get me
there
to talk
wasn't
about?
really anyone. I was just curious as to like I was thinking that like Andy Samberg was in it or like some other people, but like no, it was just people that I didn't really know. There were definitely some other YouTubers that were cameoed in the movie, but I don't know those people. But
Yeah, I mean the cast list on IMDb for such a big movie is only 39 people credited in this, um, which is wild. Apparently Kate McKinnon did an uncredited voice.
she was Alex. So Alex is the Steve and Alex are the two characters that you can play as in Minecraft. So that's where like Alex didn't come in to the very end, and supposedly it will be Kate McKinnon in the next movie. So we'll see. I
I
mean,
mean, I
it,
do
it
love
was
me
pretty
some weird
successful.
Barbie, so I'm okay with
Yeah, yeah. The but overall, I mean, this movie was just a lot of fun, and I don't really care about the plots, but I will say they did a good job of making it a feel-good movie. You know, you got the brother and sister dynamic, and you know the enemies become friends, friends become enemies, and it's kind of fun that you get a chance to see a little bit of that bonding of a group because it's like Jumanji, essentially. That's what
it.
exactly what it
It's
is.
legitimately
Yeah.
Jumanji, except that instead of seeing the journey of the people outside of the game, we saw Alan's journey inside the game. But
Yeah.
essentially, it's Jumanji. It's legitimately Jumanji.
Yeah.
And
I
Jumanji
did.
is a fucking great movie.
Which one are we talking
The
about? The
first
original
one,
or the
OG,
oh, okay. You didn't like
OG.
the
The
new
second
one?
one's good. Like the other ones are good, but like nothing, nothing beats Alan Parrish. I mean, let's be very clear that the original Jumanji is amazing. Like even down to the David Allen Greer character.
Once again, I didn't fall in love with it as a kid because I didn't really like kid movies.
I
I can
did.
respect it now, but I do like the Kevin Hart and The Rock movie just because it just really hit with me. It resonated, struck a chord, and that's what I thought. You know, like overall, when it comes to video game movies, I think you go with stuff that is nostalgic to what you like and what you're used to. And so that's why I go towards The Rock because, hey, man, WWE, layeth smacketh down, poontang
Robin
pie,
Williams,
everything.
man.
I'm
Robin Williams.
I didn't love Robin Williams and all his. He was very, once again, very much like a Jim Carrey and Jack Black type of character to me because he was always over the top. And he did do some great roles. And that's why I loved Mrs. Doubtfire because you could see his range where he could be serious and then
Mhm.
he could be Mrs. Doubtfire as the character and then severe tire damage, the band thing and everything. It's just he's very talented. And do I love Robin Williams now? Yes, absolutely 100% because now I can respect his craft more because I'm older and more mature. I think that's something that is also very important when we're watching some of these movies is that you have, and yes, I am more mature compared to when I was like 7 when that movie came out or whatever, but it is. interesting to kind of see for the Minecraft movies because when you take a look at some of the reviews are not very good. I mean, you're taking a look at a movie that has 5.6 on IMDb, 47% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 2.6 on Letterboxd. I don't think those scores are deserved. I think that it's entertaining. And I think that's exactly what the movie was trying to be. Is it trying to be The Departed or Godfather 2? Fuck no. But you know what? I think it's funnier than a lot of most recent, in quotes, comedy movies that have been released. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Hang on a second. I gotta see these. Let's do a thing that we've never done before now.
What's
Let's see
that?
what a 1-star review of the Minecraft movie looks like.
Oh, we have totally done this before, but yes, okay. Keep in mind, we've been doing this for 3.5 years. We did this on the Morbius
Yeah.
episode, so
Oh, well, this is so I agree with you that this should not be rated this low. This is by far not one of the worst video game movies ever. They've been doing a better job lately with video game movies. I mean, if you go back to when we were younger, like the Double Dragon movie, the Mario Brothers movie, fucking Street Fighter, like none of these were good. None of these came close to this. And you've
yeah.
got reviews that say cringe fest. Couldn't even make it past the opening scene. Something about Jack Black seems so forced and fake. I wanted to vomit from secondhand cringe. Only a child under 5 years old could watch this and enjoy it. I immediately felt like I was transported back to a time in my preschool days where I was treated like a dumb kid that would watch anything that was colorful and jolly enough to hold my attention, which is what it seems is literally the only purpose of this movie. I jumped to the controller to turn it off after only getting through the opening scene. I really wanted to like this movie because I have been an avid Minecraft player for years, but this movie
Okay.
may have ruined that for me.
Hold on. So I'm looking at the Google reviews on this, and I think this is just a review bombing on Google because there are 1-star reviews, 5-star reviews, and it's all a copy and paste same thing.
Yeah.
It's so strange that that's the case. So it's yeah, well, I mean, there are trolls out there, and unfortunately that is real life. And yeah, I cannot condone that. I think it's funny, but yeah, I can
Highest
condone it.
here's another one that I hate about people. I hate about Karens. Highest grade brain rot must see for parents is how they accentuated their thing. Like parents read this. This is the worst kids movie we've watched as a family in the lifespan of our elementary school child. And we've watched plenty of both modern productions for kids and a few older weird recommendations from grandparents. Those grandparents must
Well,
be fucking awesome.
if that's the case, I mean, it is what it is. But I figure we might as well just ask each other the question that we both want to ask. But Mark, when it comes to the Minecraft movie, can you do this all day?
So I have a very old man answer to this. I didn't have the desire to watch the movie. I heard the Lava Chicken song. I was like, I love me some Jack Black singing. I'm gonna go listen to some Tenacious D. Um, but I watched it because my 4-year-old son was like, "Can we watch Minecraft?" And I loved not the movie, but his reactions to the jokes in the movie, to the slapstickery in the movie, to the funny parts of the movie, and he'll watch anything, but sometimes it's hard for me, as listeners will know, my recommendations are not always the most kid-friendly films. So being able to grab a movie, watch it, and know that it's acceptable enough for my 4-year-old son to watch and see him just crack up, that was the best part of this movie for me. So will I do it all day? No. Will I watch it again and again if he asks me to watch it and absolutely enjoy that experience? Fuck yeah, I'd watch it every day if he asked for it. Because it's way better than fucking Paw Patrol and Cocomelon.
So, in other words, you can do this all day.
Only if I'm not the one picking it or watching it.
Fair enough.
But to you, dad who doesn't like Minecraft, can you do this all day?
I don't like Minecraft, but I loved this movie. I thought I walked out of the theater pleasantly surprised. I was laughing in the theater multiple times and almost in some parts uncontrollably because it was just a good time. And we don't get a chance to have a good time in movie theaters that often anymore. And I watched it again when it was released on Max. Watched it again with the family, laughed, had a good time. But most importantly, like what you said earlier, seeing the reactions of my kids while watching this movie, priceless. And those are going to be those memories. Like maybe our little ones will have a I can do this all day podcast, the next generation, years to come down the road. And they'll be talking about this movie just like how we talk about Terminator, Back to the Future, Karate Kid, stuff like that. That would be pretty awesome.
This could be
So
their first retro rewind. I didn't know you saw it in theaters. Did they throw popcorn in your theater?
no, no, no. That
Oh,
was before the madness happened. But
okay.
But that's it. Like just a good movie, fun time. But that's another episode of the I Can Do This All Day podcast. I'm Dan, the Part-Time Avenger. That's Mark, the Resident Jedi.
Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, give us uh not 1-star reviews, but 5-star reviews. Let people know that this podcast isn't brain rot and it's wonderful. And we give wonderful parenting advice. Don't forget at I Can Do This All Day podcast on all the socials and let us know what other movies we should watch with our kids to get this same feeling and if you felt the same way.
I'm gonna go get myself some lava chicken. See you next time, everyone.
Tasty as hell.